What is going on, guys? So I'm coming back with more tips and building tips like I said last time. And what I want to show everybody is the foundations. As you can see, I do have foundations on the bottom. Also, I can use the workbench without any roof. The reason why is because I'm using Valheim Plus, which is the mod. Also, this is my base defense. I don't really have a defense, but this is what I like to do. I like to live in the ocean and just raise the walls like this because people can only come through one side and they're gonna have to swim through everything else. So let's get to the main thing that I want to show you guys, and it's going to be the foundations, or how to set up the foundations for your base. As you can see here, I do have a lot of foundation walls. So this is what is half walls is how you're gonna start the base, the ground of your base, and you no matter how you do it, if it's straight across, like you can see in mine's, the reason why I left the middle open is you guys can see how I do my foundations, and where you see the division in between them is all the way across. So what this foundation is gonna do is gonna create and allow you guys to hold more weight and to put more on top of those foundations. A lot of people that I see building, they don't do this for support, and this game has a lot of mechanics where you need the actual support to be able to build. Not only do you have to use this type of foundation to set up a floor, like a steady floor, you also have to use beams for the walls, which you can see in the walls already. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on to that once I finish this floor. The reason why I'm trying to show this is because a lot of people don't know how to do it. You see me setting up you're going to see me setting up a 3-floor base, and it's not gonna be affected by anything. I'm gonna be allowed to build regardless, no matter what, and my structure is never gonna take damage. It's never gonna go red. It's always gonna stay blue, and it's always gonna stay supported. The reason why is because you need support beams, you need poles. This is the support beams that I was talking about. In between each walls, you need to add support beam, so it's stronger and it holds another wall on top of it without being affected or tempered with. You could go up to 5 floor the way I did it with just beams. You don't need to put poles, but I do put pole for structure, to make the structure a little stronger. As you're gonna see further in the future, I'm gonna have no problems with building. I'm gonna build a second floor. Well, it's actually gonna be a 3rd floor. The second floor is as my first floor is gonna be 2 high, and my 3rd floor is just gonna be 1 wall high. But with that being said, guys, there's not much to do here. I just wanted to show you guys what you need to do to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and skip a little bit forward and continue showing you guys how you can make a fire, how you could do your second floor, and why is putting the fire in the middle of your base the most important, because you're going to create, with the 4 beams, the way I do it, you're going to create a lot of more support for your base. So with that being said, guys, let me go ahead and skip a little bit forward. So now that you see how I skipped and you see me already working on the second floor, you see how I have the poles set up over there. The reason why I have set up the poles like that is because it's going to create more structure, stability, and what that does is it allows me to put anything on top of that floor without being compromised. So when you put floors up on floors and you stack them, you're going to see that they start turning red, and if they are orange or red, they are taking constant damage. You don't want it to take constant damage. You see me adding more and more beams to it. Like I said, the reason why I add the beam is because it gives it strength and it keeps the walls steady. A lot of people don't know this, and I've been to a lot of bays. I've been to a lot of servers that do that. Another thing is you can break the floor, and you're going to see me here increasing the floor. I took 2 holes in the middle of the base, and I increased the floor. Why do I do this? The reason why I do this is because I'm going to go ahead and put fire pits in the middle of the base, and then by putting fire pits in the middle of the base, I create sort of, well, it's difficult to explain, but let me see how I say it. When I create a fire pit, I do like beams around the fire pit, and on top of the fire pits, I put pole. So it creates sort of like a pole base support on the middle of my base. And that's what you want, because it's going to have, if I'm correct, this is going to have 4 poles all going around. And you're going to see once I'm done here, making the fire, making all this, how the poles and all that is going to end up helping me towards the end of the base. And once you put those beams around, it actually helps you with the cooking because the meat don't go under anything like that. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit and I'm gonna let it go so you guys can see how it looks. And then when I feel like I need to kick back and continue explaining to you guys what it is that I'm doing, I will go ahead and continue. All right, so there it is. There's what I was talking about. The poles that sorry that I just came back like that. There's the poles that I was talking about. This poles kind of gave me base support, and then I put up the walls. The reason why I'm putting up the walls is for the smoke. You do want to have at least one wall open and then everything else sealed. The reason for that is the smoke. You'll be surprised how detailed this game is. That once I start putting the walls on top, the smoke is just gonna continue going through this. It's gonna create kind of like a curtain, and it's gonna stick through whatever I covered, which is amazing for a game. Also, you see me here again putting beams on it to make it more sturdy. This is gonna go at least 2 to 3 more higher walls. And the reason why I'm doing this is like I'm explaining the smoke. If you have smoke inside your base, it's going to damage your, not is going to damage, but you're going to take smoke damage. And that's really bad. It's really annoying. So this is what you see at the moment taken care of. The 4 beams that are around the fire pit create another support for my base. The 3rd floor on my base is what is creating. It's creating sort of another beam support. So this is what I mean. I've seen a lot of people don't like to do the beam support thing, and then you see their base starts decaying pretty often. There you go, guys. That's how it's gonna start looking. And then my 3rd floor looks like this. Now I want to show you guys how to do the roof correctly. I've seen a lot of people don't do correct the roofs. You can either go with the higher one or without the higher one, but in between each roof you want to have beam. This is what the beam looks like. There's a lot of beams that you have to place. There's a lot of wood, and it goes between each roof. A lot of people do it between every 2 roofs. I like to do it in between each, so then I never have a problem with the support system in this game, which is really for a game that was created by 5 players. In my opinion, this detail to building is insane. It's pretty detailed. The building is amazing. I never seen a building as this crazy. I played Rust before. I have played Last Day Rules. I played every single survival game, Ark, every single survival game you can think out there. I have played. The only difference between this one is it's not such a survival game PvP type. This is more like a PvE type. Not a lot of people want a PvP, but anyways, stepping away from that, in my opinion, putting beams in between each roof is the way to go, not in between every 2. A lot of people do it. Everybody does it different. Just depends on how you build and how you want to build at the end of the day. So this is how my roof is looking. I already showed you guys how to create the beam support on the 1st floor. The 2nd floor, the 3rd floor, you don't really need to put beams on the 3rd floor since you already have support on the 2nd floor for the beams. After this, there's not much to do after you do the roof. You want to make sure that the smoke has an escape route, which I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. The escape route that I made for the not for the forges, I'm sorry, the escape route that I make for the fire pits that I have inside my base. And these fire pits that are inside your base are going to help you with comfort. It's going to keep you warm for sleeping. It's going to help you pretty much with everything, as long as you could make sure that the holes are in the correct location where they belong, and the smoke doesn't stay inside your base. You should be fine. There should be no problem. You should be able to cover with no problem. So with that being said, let me put the roof real quick. There's not much I can show you in the roof, and I'll skip it to the end to show you guys how it looks. Alright guys, so this is the final step to my base. Like I said, I didn't show every little detail to the base because this is just a single common uh, base. So I'm going to show you guys how to put the boxes. What I do is I use half walls, and I just put half walls on the beams just to keep it steady. On top of this, you can put boxes. It's a little trick that I like to do. And on top of these little boxes, you are going to have a little gap where you can put signs, and you're going to be able to label every single box. That's what I like to do. I like to play a little bit organized. I like to put boxes and put names on everything. So like that when I'm crafting or anything like that, I have space on the bottom, like you guys can see that I was doing right there. A space on the bottom, and everything's gonna be organized for you guys. My thing about this game is I seen a lot of construction and it's horrible. A lot of the bases look atrocious. I know building is not for everybody. I'm a horrible builder myself, so if I'm able to pull this off, I'm pretty sure anybody else can pull this off. I am gonna work on building more Viking looking bases instead of this square type look base. I know my friends build a decent base that I'm gonna copy their style. Like I said, I'm not much of a builder, and I'm just showing you guys where to put the signs up there, which is gonna be that little top part right here where you put the signs. So with that being said, you guys already seen the fire pit place. This is where you cook all your meat and put all your stuff. I'm showing you guys the structure. All my structures are blue. That means I can keep stacking on top of each other. So this my base has the correct amount of base support. Around here I fell down, but around here is where I'm gonna put my smelter. I'm gonna put my kiln, and everything else is gonna go around. And my base can't really be attacked by anything unless they actually cross the bridge, and the AI is not smart to go straight on the bridge. So let's be honest. Plus I'm gonna put a little bit of work here and there. My server is modded with Valheim Plus, so my carry weight is 450, and I have other additional stuff to it. So just in case you guys saw a couple things, yeah, my server's modded. Oh, this is what I was talking about. This is what you guys want to create. So pretty much what you guys want to put is half beams on the roof, as you can see there. Just put half beams on the roof, and then you put the roof on top of that. That gives you a little gap to go out. And this is pretty much how the base looks. It's a simple base. It's not the biggest base or the best base, but it's better than a lot of what I've seen out there. This is my little bridge, guys, and I guess this fish decided to jump out the water. So with that being said, guys, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm gonna start making more videos. I have 2 videos coming out today. This is probably gonna be the first video coming out. Then I have another video coming out for new players. So like I said, guys, I'm trying to bring my community back. Share my videos, hit that like button, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys around. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.